Hi everyone! So in this video, you are going to learn about matching types and fill in the blanks. So we are the group 5 and I am Kimberly Columbres and I will discuss about matching types. So what is matching type? Matching type, it is a test where the students or learners connect words from column A to column B. The objective test consists of two items where it is to be matched with each other. This test is also considered as modified multiple choice because it reduces the choices if you were able to successfully match the other. So what is the importance or purpose of matching types tests? First, this measures the ability of the learners in identifying the relationship between the similar items. Second, this develops logical thinking because learners or students analyze things before they answer it. In a matching types test, there are two types of column. First is the premises, second is the response. So what is a premises column? Premises column, it is a column from which the match is in the right, while response column, it is where to choose the match. There are four types of matching types, and these are the perfect, imperfect, sequencing, and multiple matching. What is a perfect match? A perfect match, it is when the number of items in the premises column is equal to the response column. So what is an imperfect match? An imperfect match, it is when the premises column has less items than the response column. What is sequencing matching? Sequencing matching, it is where the learners arrange things in chronological order. What is multiple matching? It requires the examinees to match the column A to column B, then column B to column C, and so on. These are the examples of a matching types test, and we have here matching the definition and its term. Example in number 2, it is a study of plant, and the answer is H, which is botany. Second is the picture and its label. Third is the symbol and the symbol's name. And lastly is the cause and effect.
Advantages and disadvantages of using the matching type. Advantages: provides objective measurements of the student's knowledge, allows the comparison of related ideas, concepts, or theories. The disadvantages of using the matching type: may overestimate the learning due to the influence of guessing. Students may not be able to apply their knowledge, or they will just start to guess based on the response. May limit assessment to lower levels of understanding. Rules for constructing matching type. Rule number 1. Check your objectives to make sure this type of question is appropriate. Rule number 2. Give clear instruction or direction. Direction to the student should explain how many times a response can be used. Rule number 3. Use numbers to identify the column A, capital letters to the response in column B, or vice versa. Rule number 4. Include more response than premises or allow response to be used more than once or vice versa. Rule number 5. Arrange item in column B in logical order or vice versa. Rule number 6. Put the items with more words in a column A. Rule number 7. Keep the two sets of item homogeneous. There should no keywords appearing in both premises and response, providing a clue to the correct answer. Rule number 8. Avoid using pattern in the correct answer.
My name is Jolly Franklin, and I am one of the members of the group 5. So, how to create a matching type test or quiz? First, the matching type test or quizzes is great for assessing knowledge, as they make for an engaging question time, and also it helps instructor to cover a large amount of information. If you decide A matching type test take time to construct items that are valid and reliable. Here are some guidelines for doing this. Number 1, two-part direction. Your clear direction at the start of the questions need to part 1, how to make a matching type. Number 2, the basis for matching response with the premises. You can also include whether items can be reused and often pre-built. Templates don't allow this. Part number 2, parallel content. Within one matching test item, use a common approach, such as all terms and definition or all principle and the scenarios to which they apply. Number 3, plausible answer. All responses in column B should be plausible answer to the premises in column A. Otherwise, the test loses some of the reliability because some answers will be given away. So, in order for you to have the correct answer or to have the correct response to the column A, you should match the definition in column A to column B. Number 4, clueless. Ensure your premises don't include hints through grammar, like for example, implying the answer must be plural, or hints from words choice, like using the term itself in a definition. Unequal response. In an ideal world, you should present more response than premises. To the remaining response, don't work as hint to correct answer. This is not possible when using a template. Limited premises. Due to the capacity limitation of working memory, avoid a long list premises in the first column A. Number that I came across is to keep the list down 6 items. Even less might be better depending on the characteristic of your audience. But for me, you should at least use 6 items because not all audience of yours can remember or can have the memory to gain. For matching type. Number 7. So, one correct answer. Every premises should have only one response. It's obvious, but triple check it to make sure that each response can only work for one premises. But you can also find more guidelines about the matching type test in some websites. So that are the guidelines for the matching type test.
Hello everyone, I am Marian May P. Barreto, and today I will discuss about what is fill in the blank and its importance. What is fill in the blank? Fill in the blank is a type of question or phrase with one or more replace with a blank line and giving the reader the chance to add what is the missing word, or in other words, to provide one's own conclusion. And now, let's talk about the importance of fill in the blank. What is the importance of fill in the blank? Fill in the blank is important because they are a great way to assess specific knowledge and they stop students from guessing. And also, they make students deliver the response. In other words, teachers can truly sense the level of knowledge that their student possess. Since all possible responses are provided and the learners only needs to choose the correct answer. Multiple choice, true or false, and matching types are all rely in the recognition. But fill in the blank questions, they demand the creation concept. Therefore, they evaluate students' understanding of specific terminology and concepts at a higher level than recognition question types.
Also the advantage and disadvantage. So here are some advantage of the fill in the blanks. Number 1, high reliability. So in the high reliability, you are having a high risk or high in answering. You can answer the questions in the fill in the blanks because it was given in the box below. So number 2 is the easier to write and limits guessing. So it is easier to write because you have the words to put in the fill in the blanks question. And is limit guessing. You don't need to guess because your answer is written in the box below or in the it was given by the author. Disadvantage in the fill in the blanks. So the disadvantage in the fill in the blanks is it's hard to score because they are sometimes the author can put 2 or more blanks so that you can answer, and it can be more than one correct or one check they can put. Possible correct answers exist because when you put blanks, not just once, so it is valid that you have 2 or more correct answers. It takes time for students to complete the answer because when you put more than one blanks, they will also find the answers, and maybe your times you give time to them is short. So I have here some questions or some example of the fill in the blanks. So number 1 is blank apple is blank fruit. So can you guess what's the answer?
Good day everyone, my name is Dynamite Aganao from BE Ed 2A. Today I will share to you the things that we need to keep in our mind when developing fill in the blanks questions. The first one is keep them simple and clear. The question sentence should be clear and concise, allowing learners to produce the term without being confounded by complex concepts, ensuring they can independently determine the information. The second one is ensure there is only one correct answer for the blank. Questions often focus in specific terms, overlooking similar concepts. Evaluation of responses is crucial, as incorrect answers can be correct. Refining questions can help identify multiple possibilities, sometimes requiring multiple rounds of refinement. So, in this term, it tells that in every questionnaire, you need to have only one correct answer. The third one is use the blank judiciously. Ensure that the sentence makes sense without the term in the blank, and that the intended term is easily derived from the sentence you provide. Otherwise, it will likely be confusing, leaving the learners to frustration and guesswork, which does not accurately test their knowledge. The fourth one is keep the answers brief. Responses to these kinds of questions are usually a single word or couple words representing a single concept. Basically, you should be sure to construct the question so that only a single item is left out. The fifth one is limit the number of blanks per question. Each question should have one or maximum two blanks, not more. The more blanks you put in the question, the less sense of the sentence has, and the more difficult is it to answer. So the next one is don't give clues to the correct response in the question. Developing good questions involve avoiding fill in the blanks questions by making the blank length uniform. This prevents learners from assuming the target term fits, as they search their internal information blanks for a specific length, which doesn't test knowledge. The seventh one is review carefully. When you are starting to create these kinds of task questions, it is a good idea to have someone familiar with the content. Take the assessment before publishing it. This provides a test for your question if you are getting unintended responses that still fit with the sentence. Revision are necessary. For this reason, these kind of questions are not the easiest to write. There is a lot of inherent gray area. So take great care to ensure that questions and the intended responses are clearly black and white. One is revise, tighten, and clarify. Test creator face challenges in creating clear, correct questions due to the variety of responses. To improve, ensure the question, test the target knowledge, and be open to revising and discarding poor questions, resulting in high quality fill in the blank questions.